Hey, what's up guys, this is Kabir here and welcome to a new video. Today, in this video, we are going to talk about why is exposure so important in making a film or shooting a video and why a good shooter should never ignore working on it. So, let's get started. Exposure simply means the amount of light that is being captured by your camera. It is one of the most basic photographic principles. Exposure refers to how an image is bright or dark. It was very easy, right? I mean, most of us know this. Then why is it so important to get it right in camera? It is because of the type of the cameras we use. It is either mirrorless or DSLRs. These cameras are actually made for photography with some decent video features. That means they shoot good videos but are not entirely made for shooting videos like big cinema cameras, which are made for entirely shooting videos and are used in the films we see. Exposure is very important. Then why are we specifically talking video here? It is because our cameras can shoot raw photos which are uncompressed. That means you can pull out more information out of highlight, shadow and color of the image without any quality loss. But this doesn't work the same way in the video. Unlike cinema cameras, these cameras cannot shoot raw video or even in low compressed codecs like ProRes. Also, bit depth plays here an important role. Bit depth is the color information stored in a video. So this A7 III of mine can shoot in 8 bit depth of the video, whereas a full blown cinema camera can shoot in 12 bit depth of video, which makes their footage more flexible and ours less. So exposing well here will give you an advantage and will avoid things like banding or extra noise in your footage. This is why you should always work on getting a good exposure straight out of your camera. It will help your footage stay pristine, it will be cleaner, and also it will save you some time as now you don't have to fix exposure in the edit of every shot. Also, if you do that too much, then it can break your image too. So it's always better to expose well in the camera first. Practice in shots. I know this point was in my previous video too, but believe me, I'll put it on 10 more because it's that important. Practice, basically you can achieve anything with it. And we are in a practical field, so the best thing to do is do. Practicing in short means you have to take your camera, relax, think before you shoot, and just shoot random frames, and you have to practice exposing them properly. Just grab your tripod, shoot everything and anything, shoot different frames and work on exposing them correct, and just keep practicing and just roam around your house and you'll get better and faster at it. So when next time you're out shooting, you'll get to your correct exposure faster. Correct exposure. What's that? So here I might cross myself and say that there is no perfect exposure. It depends on you. Ask yourself these questions. What are you shooting? What is the subject of your frame? What things are important and what are don't in your shot? And expose accordingly. You can use tools like histogram and exposure meter to measure your exposure. So basically you should not underexpose or overexpose too much. Say you're shooting people, then exposing them right by slightly clipping highlights is no wrong. But if you want that beautiful sky, then underexposing from a balanced point until they seem right is the way to go. So it comes down to you. What are you shooting? And expose accordingly. Using histogram. Most of the camera these days, even the entry level ones, come with histogram. So if you want to shoot on the go, then aiming for that zero spot on the exposure meter is your best bet. But if you want absolutely the best footage your camera can shoot, then taking some time and putting it in exposing your shots well with the tools we have such as exposure meter, histogram, zebras, or any other thing that can help you get better exposure will take you a long way. I mostly use histogram and zebras along with exposure meter to see if I am not exposing or underexposing too much. For histogram, try to avoid any clipping, which means if your histogram is forming a cliff on either side, then it's a bad news. You're actually clipping all the information that is present there. Try to form a good mountain in the middle or at least close to it, then your highlights and shadows will fairly be secured. As I said before, you should know what you're exposing for in your frame. It's always better to shoot a balanced exposure and then take wherever you like in the edit. Make it more exposed or less exposed. This means that if you want a shot to be darker or underexposed, then don't shoot it completely dark in camera. Shoot it with a slight bias towards darker side, and then in the edit you can take it even more down if you want to. This will render a cleaner image with less noise, and that will help you long way. If you color grade your footage, which by the way you should, then getting good exposure in camera will help you a long way, as it will render cleaner results. As I told you before, our camera shoot 8-bit of video, which means if you don't expose it properly, then when you edit it, you can introduce banding. So all these new picture profiles coming out like log profile and whatnot, which is actually a topic for another video. But if you want to shoot in log, then you have to overexpose your footage by 2 whole stop. If you don't do that, your footage can come out more gunky with shadows filled with noise, and then you try to edit it, it can get you more banding. So I'll explain that in another video. But you see, if you get in habit of shooting in good exposure in camera, it will always help you and will be beneficial. So guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video, and always remember, if you invest time before shooting, it will surely pay back afterwards. Keep practicing, keep improving, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.